I have a little story. It's a very interesting one, actually. I have a good friend who lost his wife, Marie. Rich and I were having coffee one day. Okay, we have coffee every few weeks. Okay, we're friends. We're not that close. I don't know everything about his life. He doesn't know everything about my life. And you know what? You don't know everything about your friend's life or your family's for that matter. And I want to make that clear before you start dismissing this as, oh, well, you know, I should know things like this. So we're having coffee, and his grandson's getting married the following Saturday. So we talked. Marie was with me a little bit, telling me a few things, you know, that he needed to know, but nothing really about the wedding. We didn't discuss it. We're done. I'm on my way out. Marie has become quiet. They don't leave. They just become quiet. They're always around us. When she tells me I'm going to mess with a bracelet, maybe a necklace, but bracelet was the thing. And then I realized, well, he told me when we first met, or before this meeting, that his daughters met and split up her jewelry amongst themselves. He has 2 daughters and a granddaughter. So I kind of just dismissed that as I'm thinking about jewelry and, something that's obviously going to happen. But, it doesn't make sense, really, if you think about it. So I told Rich, I said, listen, you know what's going to happen? That bracelet, there's going to be a bracelet that's going to catch on a dress. Now, I'm thinking probably the bride's dress, so everybody can tell. Again, this is not perfect. They don't let us know exactly how it's going to happen or what's going to happen. They just let me know something and give me an idea about what is going to happen. Okay, Saturday, the wedding is there. Sunday, I don't hear from Rich. So I just kind of dismissed it as like some kind of quirky thing that I thought and let it go. All right. On Monday, I get a phone call from Rich. Bobby, you're not going to believe this. What is it? He said, I didn't think anything happened. Then I think it was yesterday, Sunday, my daughter told me that the clasp on her bracelet, but it wasn't one of Marie's bracelets like I thought it would be, kept coming undone. And then at one point it caught on her dress. Like he said, when she told me that, I said, what did you say? And she told him again. He said, Bobby told me that it was going to happen. And of course they dismissed it. Oh, he didn't. But his other daughter asked, why didn't something happen with her bracelet? And I explained to Rich that what happens is the soul's not going to run around that wedding. They're going to enjoy that wedding. They're not going to run around that wedding doing things, with everybody. They just want to do one thing, just to let people know that they're there and that they're going to be enjoying that event, whatever it is, in this case, a wedding. So that was kind of it. It was like, wow, I can't believe that. Fast forward to yesterday. Yesterday I called Rich and I asked him, I said, I'm going to shoot a video today. I'd like to shoot it about this bracelet. It's a story that should be told. And Bobby, do whatever you want to do. He said, I'm good with anything. Just tell the story. Okay. He said, oh, by the way, he said one of Marie's good friends was there and she just told me that her bracelet broke while she was getting food. Okay. I mean, it just broke. Getting food, does it catch on? It didn't catch on anything. It just broke. And so I said, that's cool. Maybe Marie was showing me that too. I don't know, Then this morning, getting out of the shower, getting ready to shoot this and write about it, I heard Marie again. That was Marie. That was Marie because her friend was talking about her, missing her, thinking about her. And she wanted her friend to know that she was there with her. And then I heard that the other daughter's bracelet didn't break because it was one of hers, one of Marie's bracelets. So I texted Rich and asked him if that was true. He texts back, he has no idea. So right now, I'm not going to validate that. We're just going to leave it there. I don't know if that's a fact. But I did also text Rich. After we left that coffee and I told him what happened, when I got home, Marie said, tell him to make sure he doesn't tell anybody about this. So I texted him that don't tell anybody about the bracelet. Don't tell, however I said, if you read the written piece, I literally copied what I wrote in my text. Don't let anybody know. He said he wouldn't, and he didn't. And that's what happened, folks. Yeah, you always have to believe. You have to understand the souls are with us. They're around us. They want us to know they're around us. They're looking out for us. And in this case, Marie wanted them to know she was at that wedding, she was with them, and she was enjoying the wedding with them. Always, always believe, always remain hopeful, never hopeless, always be optimistic, never pessimistic. Please follow, subscribe, and like this video. Comment if you will. I appreciate the comments. Have a great day. Bye for now. Talk to you again soon.